Okay guys, thank you for joining this webinar and to start trading with OneRoyal broker. So today this topic is how to use MT4. Before starting, as always, we have a quick disclaimer. The information provided in this webinar is for educational purposes only. Do not take them as a financial advice. Please do your own research before start trading or investing. So these are the points that we will cover today. We have the MT4 layout. We will show you how to use or place a trade, how to exit a trade, how to place orders, stop limits and limits, what is balance, free margin, and margin level on MT4. We have seen them as a definition. Now we will show it to you on MT4 as well. We'll show you how to use candlestick charts, how to change the layouts of these charts, and adding technical indicators. And at the end, we will talk briefly about MT4 robots. So our first section, which is MT4 layout. In this section, we will show you the three main sections that you will use most often. We have the market watch, terminal, and chart. So what are these words, or where do you see them on trading, on MT4? So the market watch, if you go here, you can see there is this button. It's called market watch for sure, or you can press it. Either you can press it or use Control M. By pressing the Control M, you will get these assets that you would like to trade. So this section will let you see all the available securities or assets that are provided by your broker to trade. So we have here forex, you can see here the indices, and etc. This is for the market watch. Next we have the terminal. Terminal, this is the button of terminal here, or you can simply press Ctrl T. So this is how it looks first. When you press Ctrl T, below this part will show up. Okay, so first you will see the MT4 like this. By pressing Ctrl T, you will see the part below appearing. Okay, so this part here, you will use it to see your current trades, your balance, account history, news if you would like. Sorry, this is by mistake, and many other things. So mainly you will use it for this section here, which is trade. Okay, and in case you don't want it in front of you, you can press Ctrl T again, and then it will disappear. The third thing that we would like to talk about here is the chart. So MT4, it is used for two things. First, to analyze the chart. Second, to execute your trading idea. So to open a trade, to start a trade, you need MT4. So you can use it first as well, or as well you can use it for analysis or chart analysis, or to execute your trades. So these are the forms of charts that you have. At the top we have line charts. By pressing this you will get this. We have the candlestick chart or bar chart. This is the most common one, and here we have this last one, which is the bar chart. So we have candlestick chart part, we have the line chart, and the bar chart. The most common one is in the middle, and it will give you a lot of information by analyzing each candlestick. So you will use this chart to do your analysis. Later in this webinar, I will show you how to add indicators, trend lines, let's say, to be able to come up with trading idea. So yeah, this is how you will use the chart. So if you would like to add the chart of, let's say, CHF JPY here, you right click on it. Let's say here, first left click on it, then right click on it, and then you will go for the chart window. So left click, and then you will get the CHF JPY chart. Okay, so as easy as it is. So below you can see all the open charts. This is the CHF JPY, Euro SEC, US 500, and etc. Okay, so this is how you change the charts available already opened below. Next, we will talk about how to place a trade. We have 5 different ways. Either you use the top menu, or you simply press F9. That is the one-click trading option on chart orders and using the terminal. I will show you most of them. Let's start by the top menu. So if you would like to trade CHF JPY for any reason, let's say you consider that this is bullish and you need to buy, what you will do is you will press this button here. You can see new order. So if you would like to buy, you will obviously press the buy option here, or the buy button, and here you will specify the volume. As you remember, for each 1 unit of this volume is 100,000 units of CHF JPY. So each one volume is 100,000 units of any pair that you are trading. It depends. Here CHF JPY. So yeah, if you're considering this as a long, or you would like to long CHF JPY, you press buy, and if you would like to sell it, obviously you will go for the sell button here. Another way to open a trade, which is you will use this arrow here. You can see there is a small arrow to the top left of the screen. By clicking the left click, then directly you will open a trade. This is the volume here as well. Okay, but here you cannot use the stop loss and target profit. The one that I show you here, you have more advanced things to use. This is called here, the second one, the one click button. So directly you open, if you would like to enter quickly, instantly you will use this option here. Another way to open a trade is the F9. Okay, so this is another easy way. You press on your keyboard F9 and then you will get this dashboard again. Next we have on chart orders. On chart orders, if you right click on the chart, right click anywhere on the chart, then you will have new trading here, and then you will put new order and you will start trading. I think this is more than enough to have an idea how to open a trade. Next, how to exit a trade. You have 4 different ways. Right click on the terminal or X, using a stop loss, or this is not advisable, not with an opposing order. Okay, so we'll talk about the first 3 and last I will talk about this. Let's start with how to close a trade. What I will do first is I will open a trade, obviously. So what I need to do at the beginning is pressing F9, or directly I can press the buy here on CHF JPY. Now I am in a long position on CHF JPY. To see the trades that are opened, remember that you need to use the terminal. Okay, Control T, or you press the button above. So Control T, if you press it, then you will see the trade opened at the bottom here. So how to close this trade? First and easy way is there is a cross here. If you click it here, then it is closed. You're out of this trade. And if you would like to see your loss or profit, you would go to account history, and then you will see the trade that we have taken, which is here, CHF JPY. Then another way to trade, to close a position, let's say if you use the terminal itself without the cross, you can do one thing, which is right click on this. So first, left click and then right click, and you will go for close order here. It's under new order. close the order. So right click on your trading idea that was open, and then you will put the close order. We will talk about using a stop loss in the next section. The fourth way is not opening an opposing order. So let's say if you entered a buy CHF JPY, it's not the right way to go for a sell CHF JPY, because in this way you will not close the previous trade. You will end up with two trades that they are going in the opposite direction, but this will lead to a lot of fees if you leave them overnight, and you will pay the spread, so it's not advisable. Next, we will talk about how to place orders. Okay, so before we have talked about market orders, now I will talk about limit orders. So what are limit orders? Limit orders are different than the one that we have talked about. The one that we have talked about already, they are market orders. They are orders executed instantly. So you will execute based on the current price. The pending orders are pending trades that will activate once certain conditions are met. Okay, so let me give you an example here. This is a white place. So let's say the current price of CHF JPY is around this area here, but you would like to buy at this level here. So here is 100, but you don't want to buy at 100. What you will do is you will put a limit order to buy at 80. So this is the characteristic or the specification of a limit order. You will wait until the market goes down, and then automatically once the market reach this area, you will be filled with that order. However, the market order that we have talked about, so if you would like directly to buy at the current price, then you will use market order. You will buy directly at 100. If you need to buy at another level, you will use limit orders. Here it depends if you would like to use buy and sell limit orders. Here we're talking about buy limit order. Okay, so in buy limit order, you are expecting that the price will retrace to a lower level, and then you will be filled with this order, and you will be in the current market price, which is 80 instead of 100. So I will explain it again quickly. So what is limit order? We will talk about market order, buy limit order. So let's say the current market price is 100 and you would like to buy at 80, not 100. What you do, you will put a buy limit order at 80. So once the market tumbles to this area here, you will be at the current market price, which is 80, and then your order will be filled. However, the market order, you will directly enter the market at the current market price. How do you use these types of orders? If we go on MT4 and we will press F9 to open the dashboard of the orders, you will see here market execution and pending order. The market execution, I told you about it. If you would like to buy now at 132.56, you will buy directly. You will use market execution. You will buy at the current market price. However, if you would like to buy at a lower price, let's say we're talking about 132.105, what you will do is you will use the pending order buy limit, since we are waiting the market goes down. So once the market will goes down, you will be in a buy market order at 132.105. So you will put 132.105. Okay, so once the market retrace, you will be in a buy order at this level, which is 132.105. Okay, and you will see the pending order below the balance section. Usually the open ones are to the upside, the limit orders are to the downside. Then you will wait here until the market retrace. So it takes time, it depends on how long it takes. So this is the limit order, the meaning of limit order and how to use it. Let's continue to talk about the previous sections here, which are what is the balance, free margin, and the margin level. Before this, I would like to talk about stops. We've talked about the limit. I will talk about the stops. So whenever you trade, you need to use the stop loss. This is really important to protect yourself from huge volatility. So how do you apply stop order? Stop order is like limit order. It's like a pending order. But if the market reach this level, it will kick you out of the trade, so you will not incur huge losses. So example, let me show you what I am talking about. If we go to this white space here, or okay, maybe here. So let's say you bought at 100, you will use the stop loss if you are buy or long on this asset, let's say CHF JPY. So if the market went to the 80 and your stop loss is here, it will protect you from getting more to the downside. So you will be protected and you will be out of the market at 80. So if the market is traded at 100 and it moves to the 80, automatically the software will kick you out of the trade. You will be out of the trade, and then you will be protected in case the market continue its move to the downside. So this is the use of stop loss. It will protect you from huge losses. How to apply this on MT4? It's easy. Similar example here. Let's say we are long on CHF JPY and we are considering that the market will go to the upside. However, we need to protect ourselves from losses. What you will do is we'll use stop loss. Where do you find stop loss? You will find it here. So stop loss is a pending order because it's not filled yet, but if the market went to its level, then it will be filled. Let's say I bought at the current market price, which is 132.54, but I will put my stop loss around this area here. Let me remove the first one. Okay, so let me consider if the market went below 131.76, I need to be out of the market and protect myself. What you will do is you will put 131.76 here, and then you will click on this button buy. You can apply it on the sell position as well, but I'm giving you a simple example, which is always buying. But this applies on the short side of trading. So if the market now goes down below or at 131.76, directly you will be out of the market with a losses that is incurred from 132 or the entry price till 131.76. So this done automatically even if you are sleeping out of your house, etc. No need to be on your PC. What is balance, free margin, and margin level? Let me clear a little bit. This section. So we will talk about balance, free margin, and margin level. If we go on MT4 again, when I open a trade, you will see those terms. We have, let me first close this. So we close this by the cross. We have here balance, equity, and free margin. Whenever you don't have any open trade, you will see all of them, they are equal. The three keywords, balance, equity, and free margin. Remember that the margin or margin requirement as well can you call it, it's a small deposit taken from your broker to be able to trade with a bigger amount. It's like a guarantee to be able to trade using leverage. So I will open a trade and see what will happen down below or below at this section here. So we have here the three keywords, they have the same amount. Once I open a trade, you can see now we have different numbers. They are not equal anymore. So the equity is or the balance here is equal equity plus margin. So we opened a one standard lot, which is 100,000 units of this pair. They took as a deposit 1,040 US dollar. It's like 0.01. It's like 0.01 of 100,000. It's like 1%. I guess if I'm not wrong. Yeah, it's 1%. Yeah. So they took 1% as a required margin whenever we open this 100,000. Okay, you can see it here. It's not moving. So this is a guarantee for your broker. And then if we look to the right, we have this equity. This is the money left. This is the money if we add the margin plus the free margin. The free margin is the money left to be able to trade with. So if you would like to open another one lot of CHF JPY, you could open another eight standard lots. Since every time they're taking 1,000, so we still have 8,000, you can open another 8 standard lot of CHF JPY. So to come up with what is equity, equity is free margin plus margin. If you need the balance, balance is equity plus the P&L here. Okay, we have this P&L here. So balance is equity plus the P&L, how much we're losing or making money. But for equity, it's margin plus free margin. Margin level is how much money we could, let's say, use to open a trade, but in terms of percentage, to be able to get the margin level, it's equity divided by margin. So if we divide 9,380 divided 1,040, you will get times 100, you will get this margin level here. Using and customizing candlestick charts, we'll talk about how to customize the MT4 charts. I will close this. So how do you change the colors and the background of this chart? You can go right click anywhere. You go for properties, and here you can choose whatever color you would like for the background. Let's say black. You can use the bar. We can change the color of the bar if you would like, the up and the one down, and then you will click like this. You can see we have different colors. For me, I use this standard template. You can go here if you would like, and you will use black and white, black on white, and then you will have this clear chart directly. And if you liked it, you can save it here. You can save template, and you can name it as default. I already named it as default. Now every time you open a new chart, it will be the same color and background and the same colors for even for the bars. Let's say we need to open a new chart here. You will see that it has similar background and colors as the previous one. Okay, so this is a very good option every time, so you don't need to change the color every time you need to trade a new asset. Another thing that I would like to talk about customizing or this chart thing, if you would like, you can zoom in here, zoom out. You can go back in time, but you need to press this button here. If you don't press it, then automatically MT4 will bring you back to the current market price. If you press this here, this button, scroll the chart to the end on tick incoming. So now you can go back in time and you will not going back to the current market price. This is really essential if you would like to put your key levels. This button here, you can drag the chart to the left by using this. So you can see now by clicking it, you will be dragged to the left. So the chart is moving to the left, which is better for your analysis. If you'd like to change time time frames, you can use here these buttons. We have daily, 4 hour, 1 hour, 30 minutes, and etc. Now let's talk about adding technical indicators. So whenever you need to do an analysis, you need indicators. And so to be able to add those indicators on MT4, what you will do is you will go here, insert indicators, and then you will choose from a vast choices that you have on MT4, from oscillators, trend, volumes, etc. Let's say you would like to use MACD. You will click this, left click on it, use the default, and then you will get these indicators here. If you would like to add any moving average for trend, you will go here, you will pick the period. The most common one is 200. You will press OK. Here you can change the color if you'd like, but let's say we need a dark blue, and then you will end up with this. This is the indicator. So these indicators will give you an idea how most probably the market will move. This is why they put the indicator on the charts. There are a lot of them. You should do your own research to come up with a strategy that has some of these indicators. Not all of them, 2 or 3 are more than enough. You can use as well other type of indicators which are trend lines, but first let me remove these. So what you will do, you'll go for charts here, indicator list. So here we have all the available indicators that we already using. So delete, and I remove this. So now we don't have any indicator. You can use these here for your analysis as well. Okay, this is a horizontal line. You can use the trend line as well, or put your example here, a quick example. Let's say a channel. Okay, it's up to you how do you plot them on your charts. If you would like to remove these indicators, you will click on them, double click, left click, double click on them, and delete on your keyboard. So this is the easiest way, or you can put right click on them. First left click, then you will see this, it pops up here. When it's this point here, it's seen, you can go for right click and then delete. So last, and what we will talk about is the intro to EAs and MT4 robots. So we'll talk about this briefly. If you would like to automate your trading strategy, you can add or you can code your strategy and then integrate it into MT4 using this section here. You go for the code base, and then you will go for the data window, navigator, and then you will add it through the expert advisor here. So first you will download it, and then you will see it here, and then what you will do is you will apply it on your chart to be able to use it whenever you trade. So this is it when it comes to EA or expert advisor. It needs a lot of time to talk about this, maybe in another webinar. So our topic for today was covered. We talked about many points. If you have any question or doubt, please let me know on the chat window. In case you would like to start trading, for sure you can go to OneRoyal.com website and sign up for a trading account. Even you can use the QR code available in front of you on the screen. Thanks for attending this webinar, and we will see you next Thursday for a similar educational webinar, and on Tuesday we will have another one about weekly updates and trading opportunities. Have a lovely day and goodbye.